welcome to my Barlates body glute segment, lower body bar with ball 2. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat, something to hold on to. I'm using my equalizer, but you can use a chair, a wall, a countertop, and a Pilates or bar ball. If you don't have one, a squishy playground ball, or even a cushion. We're going to start off with a little bit of a warm-up and then get straight into it. So standing with your shoulders down and back, your legs approximately hip width apart, ball in front. I just want you to come down and raise up overhead. So just a little squat, making sure that you're sending your glutes to the back wall and your belly button's pulled into your spine. Your back is really flat and you're coming down and pushing up through those large leg muscles, warming everything up. Down and up. Make sure that your knees never jut out over your toes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come down, and as you come up, raise a knee. Down a knee, raise. Slow it down a bit. Up and up. So you're pushing your hips forward slightly as you come up. Really trying to straighten out through that leg. Squeezing your glutes at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, just 3, 2, 1. Now standing tall, and we're going to raise across and sweep. So you're slightly angling your knee across the body and sweeping those arms in a nice vigorous action. Getting that heart pumping so that we can burn lots of calories. Across, across. All the way up for 5 and 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Great job. We're starting off with our regular traditional bar. Place the ball in between your thighs and then bring your legs together so you can really feel a squish on that ball. Make sure you're close enough to your support that you can just lightly touch it. Don't grip it for dear life, okay? Everything nice and straight, shoulders down and back, squeezing in, parallel position, come up on your tippy toes and then sink down. So I just want you to get comfortable here, making sure that you're totally perfectly aligned, your ears all over your shoulders, over your hips, over your heels. It's a straight line. It's as if you're leaning against the wall. You're not tipping forward or back. You're holding that tummy in. Everything's relaxed in your upper body. And you're down low enough so you can start to feel those thighs engaging, especially the front of the thighs. And I want you to have your knees close enough together or your legs close enough together that you can feel the squeeze on that ball. So you're engaging the inner thighs and you're up on your tippy toes. I know it sounds like I'm taking ages to set this up, but this is the most important part, and even now you should be working, you should be starting to feel those shakes in your thighs. Okay, so we don't even need to be moving, we just need to really have that perfect form. So we'll just hold it here for another few seconds, and then we're going to go down and up, just a tiny little inch, as if you're sliding your back down that wall, not tipping forward or back, okay? For 3, 2, 1, now down an inch and up, down and up. Staying high on your toes, really squeezing in on that ball. That ball has to be an oval right now. It cannot still be round. That's how hard you're squishing in on it. You need to be engaging your inner thighs here, down and up. You don't have to come down really far. It really depends on your level. I'm not coming down super far. I've got a bit of a knee injury, so I can't really go over the top here, but I still feel it. So make sure that you're nice and upright and you're not gripping that support. Down and up, down and up. Starting to feel that heat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come down, squeeze in, 2, 3, 4. Come up slightly, squeeze in, 2, 3, 4. Come down, 1, 3, 4, up slightly, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up an inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, sliding down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 1, 2, 3, 4, really feeling that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, 1, 2, 3, 4, come down, 1, 3, 4, keep breathing, 1, 2, 3, 4, last set, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, 1, 2, 3, 4, now come down and side to side, okay, so each time you come to the side, imagine you're trying to stretch the side of your thigh really long, directly to the side. You're not tipping forward or back. You're staying high on those toes and you're keeping that squeeze on the ball. I know it's hard, but keep doing it. If you have to come down to flat feet every now and then, do it. But if you can, stay up there. You're engaging those thighs, you're engaging those calves, and you're really starting to stretch into that hip area. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Come down for a second. Wiggle your toes about. We're going to come up again just for another set of parallel, and then we're going to move into something else. Okay, so come back up, slide back down into that fire. Remember, really high up on your tippy toes. I'm just going to turn so you can see what I'm doing here. I want you to lean your body back so that it's like a straight line from your knees to your chest, leaning back. You can put your arm forward if you like, and now start pulsing down and up, down and up. Tiny inches, leaning back, engages more of the front of the thigh. And I really want you to be conscious of tucking forward. You're tucking your hips forward. So you're coming down at an angle to the front, not directly up. Down and up. Leaning back, holding your tummy in to protect your core. And as you come up, you're never fully straightening through those thighs. You keep that engagement the entire time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I want you to come down on an angle, shift your hips back, straighten your legs. Stay in the same horizontal plane and come forward, straightening out at the back there, and then back into that angled position. Hold on to that ball with those thighs. Don't forget your inner thighs. This is slow and controlled. Keep your heels up. Keep them up. You're pushing forward and then pushing back. Squeezing forward, straightening out through the front of those thighs. Now straightening through the back of the thighs. Stay low. Push. And back. 2 more like this. Up on your tiptoes, push. Stay low and straighten back. This is the last one. And then back. Now come back to that angled position. Stay down and tuck. Tuck forward. Squeeze in, tuck forward. Squeeze in on the ball. Tuck your hips forward, chest high, nearly done with this parallel position. Squeeze, keep squeezing, breathe through the burn. Squeeze in on the ball, tippy toes high. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Remove the ball for a second, point and flex, other side. Get some movement back in those toes. That was hard. Rotate a little bit if you like. Okay, Now I want you to place the ball behind your knee. So, make sure it's really, really lodged in there and squeeze in on it. We're still going to face the front. We're going to have a nice upright posture and just start raising to the side. It's out and in, out and back in. Leading with the outer thigh, standing nice and tall. Don't lean into your support unless you really have to. The more upright your body, the more you will include that oblique area. You should be able to feel it squeezing as you raise that thigh. Squeeze up, bonus muffin top work. And up, and up. Keep going. Up high, raising it as one unit. So you're not raising your knee first, you're raising the whole leg. Knee and ankle are in line as you raise. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come up, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, down, up, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, down, up. You can lean into your support a bit more. It's down, up high, and squeeze on the ball. 3, 4. All the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can flex a point here. Doesn't really matter. 2, 3, 4. Down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 2 more like this, and then we'll add something in. If you start to lose your ball, just readjust. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rotate back. Rotate center. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rotate to the back. Rotate back to center. Down, up, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's back and side. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm losing my ball. Back and side. 2 more. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's back. It's side. And last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's back. It's side. Keep it up. Rotate open, then parallel. Rotate knee up to the ceiling and then down. I know it's hard. Just rotate as much as you can. And please keep that squeeze on the ball. It's up and down. It's up and down. It's knee up, it's knee front. Knee up, knee front. Up and down. Keep going. I know it's awkward, but it is doing something, I promise. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Take it out, and we're going to go to the other side for that same series. So, in hindsight, I should have worn long leggings because it's much easier to keep the ball in there. But do your best, and if you need to readjust, just do it. So once again, stand up really nice and tall. Tummy pulled in, shoulders down and back. Very light grip on that bar. It's up and down. Directly to the side, leading with your outer thigh. Up and down. All the way up. Squeezing, not only in this outer thigh region, but also feeling that oblique. And coming down each time, so your knees are parallel. Up. Remember to squeeze in on that ball. You have to keep working that because it's engaging your hamstring. Up and up. Just squeeze. Calm your breathing down. Focus on your form. Focus on squeezing everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're doing that combination. So it's up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up. Really high. 3, 4. down, up. You can still lean into your support a bit more. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze hard on that ball. 2, 3, 4. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to get as high for the last few reps as you did for the first few. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 3 more sets like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're doing the same thing and adding in that back sweep. 2, 3, 4. To the back, to the center. Down, up, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all the way back with that knee and center. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like you're poking your toe behind you, keeping your leg up. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweep behind and center. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweep it and center. Really feeling that. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's back behind and center. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back behind and center. 2 more sets. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way back and center. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back and center. Now make sure your ball's tight. We're doing that knee up, knee front. Knee up, knee front. Keep the squeeze on that ball. Knee up, knee front. Really try to rotate out with that hip as much as you can. I know it's tight, I know you have to fight for it, but try. Up, keep the squeeze on that ball. Your legs should be shaking here. I'm shaking all over the place. It's up and center, up and center. Just 4 more. 4 and front, 3, front, 2, front, 1, front. Awesome job. Take that out. We're just going to bend forward and back to loosen up the hamstrings a bit. So I want you to come down and squeeze up. Down, rolling up with your shoulders back. Rolling up, down, rolling up. Now, we're doing 1 more standing set, then we're going down. This time, ball back in between your thighs. Your heels are together, your toes are apart, okay? You're by your support. You're coming up on your tippy toes. Bring your heels back together if you can. And it's a narrow V, so you're not really out far, just like a slice of pizza in between your feet. Your back is flat, your tummy's in, you're down, and pushing against those heels, pushing in on the ball, engaging your glutes, like really squeezing your glutes, relaxing your upper body, holding that for a second, and then we're going to go down and up. Tiny inches. Okay, 3, 2, 1, it's down and up. Keep a squeeze on that ball. Down and up. As if you're sliding, you're back down that wall. Down and up. A very light grip on the bar. And up. Really squeeze on the up. Squeeze in on that ball on the up. That's when your legs are closest together, so that's when you can really squeeze it hard. Down, up. Down, up. Really squeeze. Engage those inner thighs. 1 last time. Down, up. Come as far down as you can so you can feel the front of your thighs engaging. 8, 7, 6, 5. You can do it. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you can do this on your tippies, stay on your tippies. You might want to hold on to something a bit more sturdy. 1 leg up, squeeze in. Squeeze in. If you can't, then come down here. Okay, but if you can stay up, try to stay up. and you're squeezing in. With this leg, it's slightly turned out still, and your foot is going across at the back, and you're squeezing in on those inner thighs. Squeeze in. Really focus here on inner thigh. So if it's distracting you staying up on your toe, which it is for me because I'm a bit far away from that wall, then just stay down and squeeze. Squeeze. As if you're trying to pop that ball. Squeeze it. Lots of reps here to really feel that burn. Stay upright in your posture. Relaxing, isolating those inner thighs. Keep going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're doing it to the other side. So step over, keep your feet turned out, other leg in. Really squeeze it. Squeeze your glutes. Make fists out of those glutes. Stand really upright. Have everything tense. The closer you bring your heel to your glute there on that bent leg, the more you'll engage that hamstring muscle as well as the inner thigh. But make sure you don't let it cramp. And if you want to stay up on that toe, do so. As long as you're not wobbling too much. But I find that a stable base of support with your foot flat helps you to squeeze in harder. You really need to lock out the standing leg and tense every muscle in that leg to help you keep a steady, stable support to push against. Otherwise you'll be wobbling all over the place. Squeeze. Squeeze. Keep going. Gonna fatigue those inner thighs one last time before we hit the mat. Just keep doing it. This is what's going to shape them. This is what's going to make them nice and long and lean. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Great job. Now one last thing standing. I want you to bring your ball behind both knees. Keep them close together. So close together, up on your tippies, and come down as if you're sitting on your ball, but don't quite sit on it. Okay, so you're squishing it, and then come up and down. Now, I want you to make sure that this is okay for your knees. So if you find that this is hurting your knees, don't do it. Just do another set of parallel 1 inch up and down. If you can, stay up on your tippies, and just down and up. And you're squeezing on that ball, and then you're just raising yourself slightly up to release some of that squeeze, but without it popping out. This is killer for your inner thighs, for your hamstrings. Really feeling it, feeling the front of the thighs, the quads. A few more like this. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Straighten up. A few of those hamstring deadlift style stretches. And then we're going to come down into a pretzel. Doesn't pretzel sound good right now? Okay, 2, and 1. And we'll move our support, and we'll come down on that mat. Okay, so line yourself up perfectly here. The front leg is in line with the front of your mat. You're nice and upright. The back leg is in line with the back of the mat. Depending on how flexible you are, as long as it is in line with your hip or further back, but please don't leave it in front of your hip. You're not going to get the same effect. So line it up. First of all, we're putting the ball in behind the knee of the front leg. Okay, squeeze it in there, squeeze it in tight. Now we're going to come down on our elbow and we're going to raise this shin up. Point your toe, raise your shin, squeeze. Extend the back leg so it's in line with the mat and raise it. If you can't do it in this position, come all the way down and like this. But if you can stay up, once again, we're going to be engaging that outer thigh and the outer hip and that muffin top area. Keep this shin up and squeeze that ball in. I want to see the shape of that ball change. Keep your arm in front so that you're not going to rotate your chest to the ceiling, but keep it facing the front. And you're raising and you're feeling that. Starting to burn. Don't slouch in your shoulder. Go 4. Really hard. 3, 2, 1. Bend and straighten. Keep it up. Bend and straighten. Keep the squeeze. Bend and straighten. Squeeze your entire leg as you straighten. Squeeze the quad all the way down to your toe. Squeeze. Keep the shin off. Do not put that leg down. Straighten. Bend. Both toes are pointed. Bend and straighten. Keep going. You can do it. Think hamstring. Squeeze your heel in as close to the glute as you can on the bend, and then lengthen. Point away, long. 4 and point. 3 and point. 2 point. 1 point. Release that for a second. Now, leg straight, foot flex. The front leg will just push in but stay down for this one. I want you to rotate forward. So you're rotating your shoulder forward so that when you lift your leg, you feel the glute engaging more. Now, back. Keep it up and push back. Keep your neck in nice alignment. You're pushing back with the heel. It's a pointed toe. You're still squishing the ball here. Back. Back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex it. Back. Keep pushing back. Back. Push back. Keep pushing. Pushing back with that heel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point for 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex 4, 3, 2, 1. And point. 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4. Pointed. 2, 3, 4, and back. And last set. And back. 3, 4. Great job. Come back up. We're not done. Take the ball out. Put it behind the back leg. Realign your pretzel. Leg in line with your belly button. Leg behind the hip. Squish in on the ball. Point both toes. Raise it. Raise up. Tap down. Raise up. Tap down. Raise it. Squish the ball. Do not let that knee come in front of the hip. And down. Raise up and down. Keep going. Keep it back. Try and stay upright through the chest. If you really can't, then come down on your elbow. But this is going to get that outer hip area that's so hard to get into, as well as some oblique. It's up and down for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to go up, poke back, back in and down. It's up, poke around and down. Squeeze the ball, poke it back and down. It's up, squeeze and down. It's like you're trying to poke your toe around the back of you. It's up, don't let that knee come forward and down, just for 4 like this. And down, and 3, poke behind and down, 2, all the way back and down, last 1, all the way back and down. Quick rest, last exercise on this side. Bring it back up, make sure it's back. We're gonna go knee down, toe at the back. Knee down, toe at the back. You're staying behind that hip. It's knee and toe and knee and toe. You're squeezing the ball knee and toe, engaging that hamstring by squeezing that ball, keep it back. It's knee and toe for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonus hold it up. Push up, hold it, squeeze it, hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That hurt. Okay, figure 4 stretch, just to release that a bit. Ah, feels great. Release it, and other side. Breathe through it. Okay, other side. We're going to once again align ourselves perfectly. So front leg is in line with the mat, ball behind the ankle. Back leg, you're keeping it behind the hip. You're turning forward with your chest, then extend that leg and come down on your elbow. So it's still behind the hip and your kneecap is facing the front of the room. Bring your leg up, squeeze the ball, point the toe and raise it. Now this front leg is going to already be fatigued because it just worked hard. So if you really can't handle it, either take out the ball or keep the foot down. We're going slow to start. It's up and up. Make sure your chest is to the front, not up to the ceiling. And we're pointing, and we're raising, and we're squeezing, and up. Keep breathing. Think about lengthening as well as lifting at the same time. Really fight to keep this shin up. I know it wants to drop. Just keep going. So much to think about here. Don't slouch into your shoulder. Breathe out every time you raise up. Get oxygen to the muscle. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're bending and we're pressing. It's a bend, it's an extend. On the extend, you squeeze your quads. Bring your heel in as close as you can to your glutes on the bend, engaging your hamstrings. Keep this other leg up. Squeeze in on the ball. It's up and back. Don't worry if you shake. That's a good thing. Keep your leg as high as you can. You're still engaging that outer hip just by keeping that leg up there. Keep going and make sure it's not coming in front of that hip. Keep it back. You have to tuck your hips here. Think about working against the tuck. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you can do it, 2, 1. Now I'm just going to move a little bit. Bring your leg down. We're going to keep our toe pointed, and remember, I want you to tilt forward with your shoulders so that as you go back, you can really feel the outer glute working. So keep your leg up, point your toe, and it's back, and it's back. Keep a squeeze on this ball even though your leg is down now. You're anchoring forward. Your neck is in nice alignment. Look down at the mat, and all you're thinking about is keeping the leg up and squeezing back from that hip. So you're never letting the leg come in front of the hip. Remember that. Keep it up. Let it shake. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now flex it and keep going. Flex back. You're leading with your heel. Your leg is locked out. It's really straight here. Keep going. Your kneecap is still facing towards the front of the room. Keep going. Keep it up there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do 4 of each. 2, 3, 4 pointed, 4 flex, 2, 3, 4. It's point, 2, 3, 4 and flex, 2, 3, 4 and point, 3, 4 and flex, 2, 3, 4, just point, 3, 4 and flex. 2 more sets, point and flex, 3, 4 last time, 3, 4 and flex, 2, 3, 4. Awesome job. Coming up, realigning the pretzel, ball behind the back knee now. So remember, your knee is in line with your hip, you're really nice and upright, your knee is behind that hip. You can lean forward slightly or you can come down, that will help. And we're just going to raise it up. Just raise it up, raise it up. Squeeze on that ball, and up, and up. If you want to tap down, you can, or just hover it slightly at the bottom. The higher up you are, the more you're getting your muffin top here. If you want to come out of that, go down here and you're just going to be working mainly that outer hip and thigh area. But if you want that extra work, stay up high. And up, and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're coming up, poking behind, and back down. So it's up, behind, in, down. Coming back to that parallel to the hip position. Do not let the knee come to the front. Back. Oh, this is really killer. The leg is so fatigued. Down, up, behind, and down. Up, behind, and down. 5, and down. 4, and down. 3, and down. 2, and down. And last one, and down. I'm just going to move a little bit because I'm hitting the wall at the back there. So stay in your pretzel, tiny little break. And we're just going to do those knees and toes. So lift it up again, squeeze in on the ball. It's a knee down and a toe down. It's a knee down and a toe. Knee, toe. Squeeze on the ball. Knee, toe. Keep the hip behind. Keep the thigh behind the hip. It's a knee. It's a toe. If your ball's slipping, help it out. It's a knee and a toe. It's a knee and a toe. Exaggerate it. Exaggerate the twist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonus hold. Push up out of that chest. Keep your leg back. Keep it up. Hold. Squeeze on that ball. Breathe through it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ouch. Okay. Stretch that out. We've just got one little bit left. And then we're done. One little bit. Okay. Just a little bit of glute bridge work with the ball in between. Just a little bit more inner thigh. Lie it all the way down. Relax. Tummies are in. Feet are flat. And we're just going to raise up and down. Raise up and down. Make sure your legs are close enough that you can feel the squeeze on your inner thighs. So if you need to walk them closer together, please do that. Up and down. Up and down. You're squeezing the entire time. And as you come up, you're straightening the front of your thighs and you're squeezing your glutes, making them into fists. Really simple, traditional glute bridge, up and down. 8 like this, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it up. I want you to squeeze in. 2, 3, 4, then tap. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze in. 2, 3, 4. Stay up. Tuck your hips. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze in. 2, 3, 4. Tuck, 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 tuck. Squeeze it. 2, 3, 4, and tuck. Squeeze your glutes. And in. 2, 3, 4. Think ribs to hips. 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Tuck, 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 tuck. Keep going. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and squeeze it. 2, 3, 4, and tuck it. 2, 3, 4. 2 more sets. 2, 3, 4, and tuck. 2, 3, 4, and in. And last time, tuck. Come down. Rest for a second. We're just going to do one last little bit, and then I promise it's over. Feet out to the edge of your mat. Push in on the ball, and we're just going to do a few ups and downs like this. Last exercise, but I really want you to squeeze in. Really squeeze that ball. This is the last one. I want you to wear out those inner thighs. Squeeze in and push up all the way to the ceiling, straightening out, all the way from your hip to your knees. Push up as high as you can, up and up. Keep pushing. Don't rest at the bottom, just tap and then push back up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Keep going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonus hold. Hold it up. Squeeze it in. Hold it up. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze in on the ball. Straight through your thighs. Hold it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Take the ball. Put it to the side. If you can, straighten your leg. Stretch that leg. Just gently straighten and bend. Trying to get some blood flowing back in that leg. The other one can be straight or bent. And then open it to the side. Really stretching through the inner thigh and the hamstring at the same time. And then other way. That really, really hurts in a good way. You're stretching out the side of the back of your leg there. And then figure 4 like we did before. And you can hook your hands under your thigh. Just bringing that in and trying to push away that knee so you really feel it in your glute. Breathing out. And then we're just going to switch that. So just start with that hamstring. Straightening and bending. Don't overdo it. You're just trying to lengthen that out again. And then just let it naturally fall open to the side, wherever you feel comfortable. And keep on straightening and bending a bit, and then just pull it to the side so you can feel your inner thigh there. And then across the other way. Try to keep your back down, and you're really just trying to pull it across so you're feeling your outer thigh and the back of your hamstring stretching. Really feeling that. And then bend it across, figure 4 on this side. You can push out with your hand if you like. Increase that stretch, really feeling just in the glute area here. And then rolling yourself up. And because we did a lot of quad work, I want you to just sit down like this, hands behind, and push your hips up. So you really feel the stretch in the front of your thighs. Pushing it up. And if you feel comfortable, separate your feet so your heels are on the side of your thighs and come down as far as you can, feeling the stretch in the front of those thighs. You can lie all the way down if you want to. It's up to you. Or stay like this for a bit, and then as you become more accustomed, come down. That really stretches out the quads like nothing else. Feel that. And then slowly come up onto your elbows, onto your hands, and then bring your legs out in front. We're just going to bend over, one last hamstring stretch. Ah, that feels great. And you can stretch as long as you like, the longer the better. And then one more inner thigh because we did work them hard. So just separate your legs and just come down as far as you feel comfortable. Try to keep your knees up to the ceiling here. So you really feel that inner thigh area stretching. Flat back, don't round your back. Feels fantastic. And that is it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the torture as much as me, and I look forward to working out with you again soon.